With the recent release of Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, I decided to try my hand at the game that started it all. I, like most of you watching this, grew up watching my favorite YouTubers play this game. However, I've never actually played it myself, but I've wanted to for a while now. If you've seen some of the content that my friends and I have dropped recently, you might have noticed us referencing it a bit.
He's back.
What the f was that? You sound like you spring locked. What the hell was that, bro?
Today, I will be 100%ing the game and breaking down the game's AI, so that hopefully you can do it as well without losing your sanity.
Ooh! Man, this game can't take me! This game can't take me, man! Yes, we did it! Second attempt! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I did it! Ah! I did it! Oh god!
FNAF 1 has a total of 10 trophies, 7 are awarded for completing each night, 2 are earned by completing tasks on specific nights, and 1 is obtained by getting jump scared. If you just want to see the trophy pop-ups, I've added time codes on screen that you can skip to if you want to skip the nerdy stuff. Also, if any of this info is outdated, feel free to leave a comment. I'll keep you guys up to date with the comment pinned under this video. Now, without any further ado, here is the Five Nights at Freddy's Platinum Experience. Before we jump into night 1, I want to explain some of the systems used by the game to give you a better understanding of how the animatronics operate. As we progress through the nights, I'll provide more detailed information about each animatronic when they become relevant. First, let's start by discussing movement opportunities. The movement opportunity system is the combination of 2 smaller systems that the game uses. We'll start with intervals. An interval is the amount of time that must pass before an animatronic can move. Each animatronic has a different interval. For example, Chica has an interval of 4.98 seconds that must pass before she can move. The game's second system, called AI values, allows animatronics to move after their time interval is passed. Once the animatronic's interval passes, the game will generate a number between 1 and 20 for that animatronic. If the number is less than or equal to the animatronic's AI value, the animatronic will move. If the number exceeds the animatronic's AI value, it will fail to move and must wait until the next interval passes to try again. I'll use Chica as an example. In this case, let's say Chica's AI value is 6. After Chica's interval passes, the game will generate a random number. If the number generated is 13, since 13 is greater than 6, Chica won't be able to move. However, if the random number generated is 4, then because 4 is less than 6, Chica will move to cam 6 or cam 7. It's possible for an animatronic to miss several movement opportunities in a row, which is why animatronics like Bonnie and Chica tend to linger by your door for extended periods of time. This is something I experienced frequently with Bonnie during my playthrough. Now that you have a basic understanding of movement opportunities, I'll explain some of Bonnie's AI, as he was the only animatronic I encountered during the first night. Bonnie's movement interval is 4.97 seconds, or 5 seconds rounded off. Bonnie's AI levels on each night are the following. On night 1, he's level 0. On night 2, he's level 3. On night 3, he's level 0. On night 4, he's level 2. On night 5, he's level 5. And on night 6, his level shoots up to 10. Bonnie's AI level increases over time, allowing him to move on nights 1 and 3 even with an AI level of 0. Bonnie's AI increases by 1 at 2 AM, 3 AM, and 4 AM. If you're a little confused, the first number shown here is his initial value, and the second number is his value after the time becomes 4 AM. To save time, I won't go into detail about his movement tree, but I've created a graphic that should provide you with an idea of how he moves. If you're interested in the specific movements of each animatronic, I'll include a video in the description that covers that in more detail. Now that we're finished with that, here's what happened during nights 1 and 2. Okay, everybody's still where they're supposed to be. Not quite sure if anything is supposed to be happening. Oh my god. Oh nah, I do not like that at all. Oh my god, okay. He moved back. Where did he go? Oh my god. I actually cannot find bro. Maybe he's in the kitchen. Oh my gosh, okay. Never mind, bro is not in the kitchen at all. Bro's still there? I think I'm good. I think we cleared this. I think I'm fine. This is the first night. Nothing too crazy here. Let's go. I don't know how much time I have left. I think I'm getting it very close. Okay, let's go. Night 3 went smoothly, but I want to interject here to discuss Chica and Foxy's AI, as I encountered both of them for the first time on this night. I'll start with Chica because she's very similar to Bonnie and much less complex than Foxy. Chica's movement interval is 4.98 seconds, or 5 seconds rounded off. Chica's AI levels are the following. On night 1, she's level 0. On night 2, she's level 1. On night 3, she's level 5. On night 4, she's level 4. On night 5, she's level 7. And on night 6, her level shoots up to 12. Chica's AI level increases by 1, but only at 3 AM and 4 AM. Here are her values after 4 AM, and here's the graphic I made to represent her movement tree. Now let's move on to Foxy. Foxy's movement interval is 5.02 seconds, and here are his AI levels. On night 1, he's level 0. On night 2, he's level 1. On night 3, he's level 2. On night 4, he's level 6. On night 5, he's level 5. And on night 6, he's level 6. And like Chica, Foxy's AI level increases by 1 at 3 AM and 4 AM. Here are his values after 4 AM, and here's the movement graphic I made for him. However, this time, I'll break down his movement a little bit. Foxy starts off in Pirate's Cove. After he has a successful movement opportunity, he'll progress out of Pirate's Cove in 4 stages. Once he leaves Pirate's Cove, he'll make his way to the West Hall. If you look at the West Hall camera while Foxy is there, he'll sprint to the left office door. To prevent him from ending your run, make sure to close the left door before switching to the West Hall camera if you notice Foxy is missing from Pirate's Cove. Once he reaches the door, he will bang on it a few times. After the banging stops, you can open the door. When Foxy bangs on the door, he will drain 1% of your remaining power. For each encounter with Foxy, he will remove an additional 5% of your power. The first time he will take 1%, second time he will take 6%, and the third time he will take 11%, and so on. When this sequence of events comes to an end, Foxy will return to Pirate's Cove. By the way, here's what each of his stages look like if you were wondering. There is more to Foxy, but I will break that down more during the strategy portion of the 420 mode section. For now, this is everything that happened during night 3. What was that? Oh my god. That's annoying. Oh my god. Let's go. Quick intermission. Here's where I kinda cheated, but not really. After completing nights 1 through 3, I had to take care of some things while I was out and about. While I was out, I decided to research the game's AI a bit. I realized that I was so focused during the early nights that I wasn't commentating as much as I would have liked. I figured this would only get worse as the nights became more challenging, so I planned to make this video more informative. This is where I discovered a video by the Bones 5 called How Five Nights at Freddy's Works, Complete Guide/AI Breakdown. It's possible that if I hadn't seen this video, I would have struggled much more during my playthrough, so the title might seem a little clickbaity, but most of FNAF's seasoned players say it's pretty easy, or at least one of the easier games in the series, so maybe it's not entirely inaccurate. I used his video as a reference while writing and editing this video because he explained everything in a way that was easy for me to understand, and I hope to create a similar experience for all of you. So shout out to the Bones 5, he creates incredible FNAF content and is way better at the game than I am, so make sure to check him out after you're done watching this video. I won't go into what I learned right now, but I will when I talk about how I beat 420 mode. For the more seasoned players, you might have already noticed while looking at the b-roll during this section. Anyways, here's everything that happened during nights 4, 5, and 6. Let's go. Okay, no running as well. And then I also got the trophy for night 4. And now y'all decided to jump me. We love to see it. Oh, I think I'm good. Oh my god, luck draw of hell. Luck draw of hell. No laughing as well. We got both of the missables on our first run. Okay, you're jumping me? I'll linger on this door. Oh. I could. Oh! Oh my gosh, it moves that fast. Low-key, the jump scare didn't even get me that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse. Well, I needed that trophy anyway, so. Oh my god, I moved cam. Ah, I fucked up my moving cam. Come on. Damn, I took too long on that reset. We've arrived at the final nerdy section of the video, Night 7 or 420 mode. For those who don't know, here's a brief explanation of 420 mode. After completing Night 6, the game allows you to access a custom night where you can set the AI values of each animatronic. The name 420 mode is from setting all of the 4 animatronics' AI values to 20. With these settings, every time an animatronic's movement interval passes, they will always move since the number generated for their movement is guaranteed to be less than or equal to 20. Before we move into the strategy, I want to discuss Freddy's AI since this is the only night I encountered him, as you saw in the death montage. Plus, some of the info is crucial for understanding certain aspects of the method I, along with many others, use to beat 420 mode. Freddy's AI interval is 3.02 seconds, and these are Freddy's AI values for each night. On night 1, he's level 0, on night 2, he's level 0, on night 3, he's level 1, on night 4, he has a 50% chance of being level 1 or level 2, on night 5, he's level 3, and on night 6, he's level 4. Here's his movement tree. I'll break this one down as well because it'll be important soon. Freddy starts off on the show stage, then he'll move to the dining hall, then the restrooms, then the kitchen, then the East Hall, and finally the East Hall corner. You should also note that if you're watching Freddy on the cameras, he won't move until you lower the camera or switch to a different one. However, if your camera is on Freddy while he's in the East Hall corner, he won't move even if he has a successful movement opportunity. Foxy's movement is stalled while you're viewing the cameras. You don't need to look at him, just being on the cameras is enough. Now that that's taken care of, we can finally discuss how to beat 420 mode. At the start of the night, you should flip to camera 4B as soon as possible. Keeping your camera focused on 4B will prevent Freddy from entering your office, even if the camera is down, as I mentioned before. Once your camera is locked on 4B, start checking both office doors to make sure Bonnie and Chica aren't there. First, flash the left door light to check for Bonnie. Next, flip the camera down and then back up, before flashing the right door light to check for Chica. After that, flip the camera down and back up again. By repeating this cycle, you will also be able to slow Foxy's movement, as looking at any camera temporarily stalls him. If you spot Chica or Bonnie during your checks, quickly close the door and continue repeating the cycle. Once you reach a rotation where Bonnie or Chica isn't there, you can open the door and keep going with the cycle. If you want to keep an eye on Foxy, the best time to do so is when Chica shows up at your door. If you close the right door, it's your best opportunity to quickly check which stage Foxy is in, as keeping the door closed prevents Freddy from entering your office even after you've switched to a different camera. Once you're done, flip back to the East Hall corner camera before raising the right office door and restart the cycle. Try to do this quickly because if you're too slow, Bonnie can prevent you from closing the left door and it'll jump scare you, which caused one of the 3 deaths I had during my run. If you notice that Foxy is gone while checking on him, close the left door and switch to the West Hall camera to trigger him early. Once the banging stops, you can open the left door if Bonnie isn't there. After flipping the camera up and down and checking the right door, you can also lift it if Chica isn't there. If you continue cycling through these steps all night, you should end the night with some power remaining. There are some variables though. If Foxy knocks on your door 2 or more times, or Bonnie and Chica appear more often than usual during the night, you might run out of power. If you're lucky, you might survive Freddy's song, but if not, you could get jump scared. I'm a pretty lucky guy, so I decided to stop checking on Foxy most of the time when Chica showed up, because I was worried about being too slow and dying to Bonnie again. In the end, it worked out for me since I didn't encounter Foxy at all throughout the night. Anyways, now that all of the nerdy stuff is out of the way, here's a supercut of everything that happened during my successful run of FNAF's 420 mode.
Okay, I might be risky and just not even look at Foxy like the entire time. I just hope my luck stat kicks in.
Yes!
Oh my god, bro. I was so locked, bro. Oh my god, my fingers were sweating. Oh my god, I was so locked. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
Thanks for making it to the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Well, I guess you did because you made it all the way to the end. I'm debating on doing trophy hunts for the rest of the games in the series, but I haven't decided yet. If I do complete the other games and this video does well, then I might end up dropping those sooner than later. Anyways, rambling aside, I know I haven't asked in a while, but hit the like button if you liked the video, and most of you watching this aren't subscribed, so if you would like to do so, that would be greatly appreciated.
Let's up those numbers!
I played a huge part in the FNAF lore. I was Golden Freddy. He's like,